Hey YouTube, this is Daniel, aka Birdboy from Illustrious Illusions. I played at the LA Regional, placed 24th, playing Floowandereeze.
And there was over 800 players at this event. I mean, it was pretty stacked room.
And this is the deck profile for here. It's your usual standard stuff. 3 Robina, 3 Eaglin, 1 Street, 1 Toucan. I decided to bump up Empin to 2. To 3, sorry. I just feel like playing 3 Empin is really good now. Being able to summon him multiple times in a turn comes up a lot. You can go, on turn 1, you can go map answer to the continuous by playing 3 Empin. You don't go through your tributes as quick.
Did you ever feel like drawing M-Pen was bad?
No, because you could just banish it off of the quick play, and that's where it comes up to. So drawing an M-Pen isn't as bad as people think. It's not a brick.
Thoughts on Snail?
Snail? I don't like playing Snail. I feel like it's not good this format because a lot of things can be attributed to quick effects. I feel like Book of Mooning isn't going to be good this format. Might be good against the Pearly matchup, so maybe signing one in the future against Pearly would be good. The other tributes that I played was 1 Avion, 1 Ryza. Avion came up a lot in the mirror matches, had like 4 mirror matches. Avion's good at controlling the mirror match. Ryza, same thing, just top decking their M-Pin, making sure they don't draw into anything, helps a lot too. And then the best hand trap in the game right now, 3 Shifter, it's good against anything. Had 2 tier matches, opened it up, games 1 and 3 against both players, and this just auto won me the game. They tried to make a Baguska. Unfortunately, I opened a hand to get over the Baguska, and it was it. And then for the spells, I played 3 maps. It's standard. When they normal, you normal, so good. The quick plays, banishes cost, helps you dodge Imperm, Valor. And then the best flu card, Pot of Prosperity. Lets you dig for 6. It's good going first, going second. If you need a board breaker or anything you need, you can dig for it. 3 Duality, same thing. You can bid out an Ash with this and then dig for 6 if you open both Prosperity and Duality. 3 Thrust. I feel like Thrust was probably the MVP for me. Every time I opened it, I always got hand trapped. And being able to search for any card or set any card is really good. Just the fact that you could set Featherstorm. You can add going second cards like Evenly or Dark Ruler. 2 Continuous. This card's really good in the mirror match too. I feel like if you see this first than your opponent, you just kind of auto win the game.
Because you can tribute their field spell.
Yep, you tribute their field spell. You can tribute, so when they trigger map and they summon, you can tribute their little birds before they get to trigger their effects, and they just can't play on your turn. So that's why I feel like 2 of these is really good. And as well, opening it is really good. It can help unbreak your hand. If you open like 2 big birds and no starter and no quick play, you can just put them at the bottom of the deck and draw 2 cards. And then for the 1-ofs, Terraforming, Called By, the Trap, the 1 Dark Ruler. The reason I decided to play 1 Dark Ruler was because I feel like Runic Sprite is still a thing, and just being able to negate all the Sprite cards' effects is still good. Same thing with Vanadium. Even if you shift to them, they'll still find a way to, like on a Baron counter trap, you can bait out the counter trap or bait out the, or just negate the whole board. And then for the 2 traps that I played, Evenly and Featherstorm. Evenly is good. Same thing, you can just set it off a thrust or add it to your hand for going second. It's really good against Unchained. Featherstorm. This card, I probably set it, I want to say maybe 8 times against the mirror match, because they would, so most flu players now are shiftering in the draw phase. So I would just go full combo. I thrust set this, and you just kind of just win the mirror match And I feel like it's the same thing. And if they hand trap you, you could just set it. And if you draw it, you draw it. It's a really good card.
With Kelvik and Agito in the tournament, did you feel the need of maybe playing 2 Mega Rays?
I don't think so. They're both at 1-ofs. And I didn't have much trouble because I did draw Shifter. So I didn't really run into that problem. I feel like just Shifter alone just kills that deck. And you have a pretty good match against Tier. Empin, he's a really good card. You just summon him, they can't kill you. So you can push back, push for game. And then for the side, decided to play 3 Cosmics. I played against Dynamorphia Exo-Sister. He sided an anti-spell. I sided it. I Cosmic the anti-spell and just won the game from there. I saw this unevenly. Card's good. Because you do lose the anti-spell. Anti-spell is probably your worst matchup. Or if you're playing against stun, this is good to side in. Double Lightning Storm. This is the same thing as Cosmic. Hit back row. For the Pearly matchup, the Herald.
Another thrust target.
Yep. And then 3 Winter Cherries. I decided to play Winter Cherries because I feel like this card's going to be good this format because they can't shuffle their extra deck back anymore. With Kashtira, they were able to shuffle their Rise Heart back. Now that a Rise Heart's gone, I feel like this is going to be a better card. You hit against Dragon Link, you hit the Striker Dragon against Pearly. You let them make their board, try to play into the Nor, and then you just Winter Cherries Nor. And then they can't shuffle your stuff back. 3 Nib. Card's good. It's really good against Salad as well. You interrupt them on their 5th summon. A lot of people can't come back from this. And then the 1 Evenly and the 2 Featherstorm. This is for going first. Going second, you side it in, side another one in. And then now for the extra deck. 1 Lyrillus, the Zeus. You make Zeus. I got Zombie World. This actually came up. Pearly player Zombie World me. And I made this Zeus both the board. And they were under Shifter. And everything got banished. And I was just able to push for game the next turn. And then for your Winter Cherries targets, you play Baguska. Tier player, if you shifted them, they try to end on this. But as soon as the monster hits a board, you just cherries their Baguska. And they won't be able to stop it on your turn. For the cash players that are still playing cash, you Winter Cherries this. You pretty much just stop them from summoning on your turn. Noir, for the Pearly matchup, you hit this. You don't have to play against the towers. Sometimes for Flu, it's really hard to get over towers because they don't make big bodies, and then it's just a shuffle. Shuffle your stuff back, whatever you summon. And then Sprite, you hit the Gigantic, Crimson Dragon.
Vanadium.
For Vanadium, so you can't get Calamity Lock. Hitting this card against Infernoble is really good. And then for Unchained, unfortunately, did not play against an Unchained player at all at regionals. I was expecting to see a lot of it, but I had 4 mirror matches. And then against Rika, you hit this. It's hard for them to play. Same thing for Dragon Link, you hit the Striker. For the Salad, you hit the Baylinks. And then if you're going against Tier, you hit Kaleido Heart, they can't shuffle anything back. Grapha, if you're playing against Dark World or even Tier, because they do make this as well. Then if you're playing against branded Chimera, you shuffle this back, that way they don't rip a card at your end phase. That's the deck profile.
Is there anything you would change from your deck based off of how you did at the event?
If I would change anything, it would probably be the Winter Cherries, because I did play a lot of Flu, so I feel like Flu's going to be really prevalent in this format. So maybe not playing this might be better. It didn't come up as much. Only came up once against the Pearly player. I hit their Nor. But other than that, I didn't really see this card. And then probably changing out the nibs as well. Card's good. Like I said, if you go second and you side this in and you brick, I mean, you can save the nib for when you pass turn and they try to go for game. But I never really sided it in as well. So I would probably take these 6 cards out. and put something else in there. Haven't thought about anything yet, but I think this is probably the changes that I make. Just these 6 cards. What I would put in the future, don't know. Haven't thought of anything yet. I don't know. There's a lot of cards you can play with Flu. Maybe setting in another Dark Ruler, because if they anti-spell you, sometimes Thrust isn't the best card to see. So maybe citing in something else other than these would be better.